What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out the ZealSound BD9, a budget-friendly RGB gaming microphone that's trying to be more than just another USB desk mic. This one is built for Xbox, PC, Mac, PS4, PS5, USB-C phones, tablets, and even USB-C iPhone, which makes it interesting if you want one microphone that can move between your gaming setup, streaming setup, and maybe even your work from home setup. But the real question is simple. Does it actually sound good, or is it just another RGB mic that looks better than it performs? Let's unbox it, set it up, test the audio, and see if the ZealSound BD9 is worth picking up. All right, so let's get down to the interesting part. So, all right, first and foremost, guys, this was sent to me by ZealSound for review, and no money exchange hands. My opinions are my own. Again, we are no stranger to budget mic and this channel, so, but I do like interesting things. So, first we are presented with our user manual. See what kind of accessories that we have. All right, so we have a USB-A to USB-C. Is that a? Let's check it out real quick. Oh, so interesting concept here. So it's a USB-A, also USB-C. So it depends on your setup. You can just do USB-C to USB-C, right? Or USB-A to USB-C. And this is pretty long. Whew. Yeah. Oh yeah. This is this is super long. So if you need this to be, if whatever you plug it in is kind of far away, you are good to go. All right. What else we have? Let's see. All right. We have a dual 3.5 millimeter audio cable. Alright. And hold on. Alright, the mic itself. Put that to the side real quick. Got some more things here. And the stand. Let's see. That is it, guys. Alright, move all these other things out the way. We won't need them for now. All right, let's take a look at the mic itself. All right, pretty lightweight. So I can tell thus far the construction, not super premium. Okay, but again, we're not paying premium pricing either, and we'll get to that later on. So let me go ahead and set it up on the stand provided. Oh yeah. Now the stand is definitely metal and super heavy. You can see it. Oh yeah, you can hear it. Oh yeah, it's telling you it's here. All right. Actually, before I set it up, all right, let's look at the mic itself. So again, very clean design, right? Very clean design, boxy but clean. A bit different, and I like it. So it does give you that gamer style type of vibe, without being over the top. Okay, so again, design wise, it is a desktop condenser style microphone with a unidirectional pickup pattern, meaning it's mainly focused on capturing audio from the front and reducing some of the noise coming from the other direction. And that's exactly what you want for gaming, streaming, either voiceover, Discord meetings, whatever you are into. Okay, especially if you're sitting directly speaking into the mic. All right. So on top of the mic, you have a touch mute. Okay. So when the mic is muted, you get a red RGB. You will get a red RGB indicator. Okay, which is pretty small, but a very significant feature. Okay, because visually you can see that your mic is muted. You don't want to think it's muted and it's not, and you be saying some trash stuff on your mic. So you don't want that. It's embarrassing. So, and honestly, every mic should have some kind of clear mute indicator. Nobody wants to think they are muted, and then they realize the whole world is listening to what they are saying. All right. So, all right, and also you also have uh, independent mic and monitoring controls, which is great because you don't always want to rely on software to adjust your level. All right. So again, for creators, streamers, and gamers, physical control is always a win. So, okay. So, and then on the bottom, we have a couple of so number one, we have a USB. Hold on, this here. Okay, it come off. All right. So okay. So bottom, but it's a USB-C, but it is for charging. It says right here DC. Can you read it? Pretty much DC 5 volt. Okay. On the left, you have a headset, and ooh, I'm always dropping things. Jeez. And on the right, you have Xbox. Okay. So this is a little neat feature about this mic that we're gonna check out later. Put a little plastic here. Let's see. All right, so let's go ahead and install it on the stand. Hold up. All right. Making sure. Okay, there you go. Oh, scare me for a minute there, buddy. Okay, guys. So this is the second part of the video where we are going to test on toys. So as you can see, this is a good looking mic. I'm digging the boxy look. I know some people may not be into it, but if you think about it, most mics have the same design, right? It's a cylinder or some egg shape, whatever you may call it. But this is different. This is different. Again, you guys know I love my RGB, man. If I could do RGB everything, sign me up. So I'm gonna turn off the lamp on here so we can see the RGB a little bit better. Oh, come on now. How could you say no to that? All right, this thing is absolutely cool. Okay, turn around both sides so you can look at RGB. So as you can see, I accidentally muted myself. But again, that's pretty cool because that kind of showed that it actually worked. And now we go back to a little RGB. So while we're on the subject of RGB, let's talk about RGB. So again, the BD9 has multiple RGB lighting modes, including dynamic breathing and static effects. So according to ZealSound, there are over 10 lighting options, and the mic also has a memory function that restores your last lighting setting. Pretty cool. So, I mean, for gaming setup, this looks pretty clean. I mean, it's not going to replace a full RGB ecosystem, but if your desk already has RGB lighting from your keyboard, mouse, PC, or monitor lights, this mic fits right in. Personally, I love RGB, especially when you add to the setup without becoming too distracting. Okay, and the BD9 does a solid job of giving you that gaming look while still staying compact. Um, so hopefully, we're gonna do a quick test here. So you see, I'm kind of far away from the mic. So I'm gonna say about 2 feet, but yeah, from the mic. So I don't know how you guys are picking it up, but according to OBS, I should be doing good. So I'm gonna crank it up a little bit here. All right. So okay, now I'm hitting the red. See, so I'm gonna go down a little bit. Okay. So now I'm gonna move the mic closer to me. So we're gonna see. All right. Oh, let me put it back a little bit. Okay. So now this is the mic pretty much directly in front of me, about a few inches. So um, I'm not sure. Later on, I guess when I listen to it, I'll see what's the difference. So, all right. So for you guys can see it, I'm going to put it back here. Okay. So again, setting up the mic, as you can see, adds. Let me turn the light back on. Okay. So as you can see, um, everything is plugged in. I got quite a few wires running on the mic, right? So we got the USB for power. We got a mic line, and this is for my audio monitoring, and also we have the party trick, which is one connected to my Xbox controller, which is to the right over here. So, all right. So with that being said, now here's a party trick that I did mention earlier. Well, before that, by the way, the two knobs. If you want to control the RGB, right? Because the left knob does two things. It's control. It's the volume for the monitor, and also it's considered the RGB button when you push it. So those are dual function knobs, so they can turn as a knob, and also if you push, it also changes the RGB mode, which is pretty cool. See, so now we get into our static colors. I mean, very loud clicking, but it's okay. I'm sure you're not every day keep pushing this. Okay, so in this one, right, this is our mic volume, right? As you can see, up and down. Okay, and also it doubles as the on off button. Now, let me show you guys a pilot tree. So we may be disconnected here for a quick minute on the mic, but it should be picked up by my recording device. I'm gonna disconnect the USB. Party trick number one, right? So we have no USB connected here, but the mic is still on, right? So this because this microphone has a built-in battery, right? So it's an 800 milliamp hour lithium battery, okay? And so technically it should last 12 hours with the RGB light on and 30 hours with the lights completely off, which you can turn off if you want to by holding the monitoring knob right here. All right, so again, you have options. If you want this to be a clean look, you don't want RGB, you can always turn it up, guys. You always have that option. And I like when company gives you options. Okay, so all right, so again, now like I said, this has an Xbox mode, okay, and it's one of the party trick of this device where you can get into a game with your Xbox connected, right? So that for Xbox chat, and then you can get your mic to listen, all right, and it's absolutely up to you. Again, I do play on PC using my Xbox controller, so it's something like I said I'm definitely into, but it might not be for you. Okay, so so again, all right, let me go ahead and reconnect this. Turn RGB back on, and voila. Okay, so now we back talking on the mic. Okay. All right, perfect. So, like I said, that's pretty cool. Like you can, it's pretty much like a wireless little mobile mic. Yeah, it still needs to be tethered to the controller, right? Understandable, but that is a cool party. So technically, it's a mic that really kind of was designed to be a companion of the Xbox controller. Okay, guys, so I was just testing the microphone with the Xbox controller. So one thing I have to say, for this to work, right, with the controller, you have to unplug the USB-C. All right, so don't connect it to the computer. No, that as you can see, my name is popping up right here in the corner as I'm talking, right? Because it's picking up this. Because when I first started, I had the USB-C plugged in to the computer, and it wasn't working at all. So yeah, so it's a quick tip. So you have to unplug it. So yeah, it has to go full wireless mode for it to work. Oh no, I think I messed it up. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you gotta go full wireless mode for it to work with the controller. So as you can see, I have it plugged in with a controller, and as you know, the other part is plugged into my headphone, which is right here. All right, so those are the two connections down there, and yeah, works pretty good. Um, I I wasn't I wasn't able to play with some of my bodies, so I was just playing with some randoms, and we were communicating fine. Nobody complaining that I sound like I was underwater or I sound weird, anything like that. So yeah, so it's tested, and yeah, it is working. But now there's more. There's a lot more trick to that because as you can see, the the cable has a USB and USB-C header back there. So which means you can connect this to a multitude of USB devices, right? Including PC, Macs, and a USB-C phone and tablet, right? So that is absolutely genius. And also, one of the cool things, this mic is compatible with a boom arm, right? Because all you got to do is remove the base plate, right? And you can flip it however you want, so, and connect it, attach it to a boom arm, and use it like this if it's what you like. Okay, because some people do not like a mic standing on their desk, especially if you already have a boom arm, right? Okay, so again, like I said, oh, let's do a little test. While it's closer to little output here. Again, this is my loudest keyboard, but hopefully the mic can pick it up. Put that a bit more. So, so this is what it sounds like while I'm typing on a mechanical keyboard. All right. So again, this is important. I did this test because it is very important because when you gaming, streaming, or even recording content, or like I'm doing now, your mic is probably sitting near your keyboard, mouse, or PC. As a matter of fact, it's sitting next to my PC, so it's probably picking up the fan, even though it's kind of quiet. But this is a very small PC, so and again, there's no glass, so you can kind of hear the fan noise coming out of it. So keep in mind that if it's sitting next to these peripherals, it will pick up uh, everything ever so slightly. It will pick up those noises in the background. Okay, so again, the BD9 does advertise noise reduction, but based on product listing and user feedback, this is something you really want to probably test yourself, especially depending whether you're using USB-C or the Xbox or the Xbox controller mode. Okay, so again, the Amazon reviews summary shows a mixed opinion on noise suppression, with some users happy and others saying it still picks up background noise. But again, While watching this video, you can tell me, or I'll tell if it picks up background noise from my PC or other thing. I just turn the fan back on, off behind me, because normally when I record, I don't want the fan on, so you guys don't hear that noise. But again, it's right next to this little PC here, and I'm sure it's probably picking up some noise. Um, okay, so again, the let's talk about pricing, guys, uh, real quick. So this this keyboard on Amazon right now, you can get it for 39.99, right? It's at 9% discount right now. Normally it costs 43.99. But yo, this is a bargain. Okay, absolute bargain for that price. Okay, and especially if you and on the market for a microphone and you don't want to break the bank. All right, it's totally up to you. But this is what the price is, and as you can see, based on this review, based on the quality of the mic, you can tell what you are getting for that price. Again, if you want something more higher end studio quality, then you want to spend some more money. Okay, and hopefully you have also an audio interface to go with it, um, and probably an XLR mic instead of USB, which I've had quite a few reviews of those on the channel. And also you have a lot of mic which I review as well that has a dual setup where you can have either XLR or USB based on your need, based on your setup. Okay. All right. So let's talk about the pros and cons. So all right. So here's the thing I like about the ZealSound BD9. So number one, the compatibility is strong. Being able to use a mic across Xbox, PC, Mac, PlayStation, USB-C mobile devices makes it more flexible than a lot of basic budget microphones. Number two, again, setup is simple. Right, plug and play. So no complicated software, no crazy routing. Just plug it and select the mic, and you're good to go. Number three, the controls are useful. So you got a touch mute on top. You got a visual, and also the visual mute indicator, or it turns solid red. Okay, you got a monitoring control and the mic gain control. So that all feature that does matter for daily use, where you don't have to go finicky with a software to get these features going. And then number four, of course, RGB look great on camera. Look how good. Hold on, let me show you again. Bam. Oh, huh? How could you say no to that? How could you say no to that? All right. Number five, Xbox support is the standard feature. So really, what they really pushing is advertising is this thing is a really great companion for the Xbox. So if you're on the Xbox or you're on PC using Xbox controller, which on PC you can use a variety of controller. I use Xbox and PlayStation sometimes, but lately I've been using Xbox, which is perfect. It is definitely meant for you because this mic can connect directly to an Xbox controller, which is generally useful for console gamers who want something better than a basic headset mic. Okay, so it's not all good in the neighborhood. Let's talk about the cons. Ooh, number one. So noise reduction is not super great. Okay. So if you have loud fans, the keyboard, speakers, thing in the background, you should expect this to be. You should not expect this to completely erase that. Okay. So you still need proper placement and proper gain setting for you to kind of eliminate these. So number two is still a budget mic. Let's not forget that, guys. $40 for tax. So it's not gonna replace any high-end XLR microphone setup with an audio interface. Okay. So for gaming, streaming, and casual voiceover, it makes sense. But for serious studio production, you probably want to step it up. Okay. And then all right, number three. So desk mics requires discipline. So you need to keep the mic position correctly. If it's not too far away, your voice can sound thinner, like I am now, and the room noise become more noticeable. All right. So again, but I want you guys to keep looking at this, that's why it's kind of far away from me. But again, keep in mind, uh, it could be a lot better. So yeah, so if you get it closer, a few inches from yourself, it will definitely sound a lot better. But at the same time, not everybody got the mic sitting right in their face, so I think being maybe a foot away, so it's not bad. And number four, Xbox users should test noise cancellation carefully, okay? Because I think it's a mixed bag when it comes to the noise cancellation using this mic. So again, some users find it great, some find it not good, and again, I think it depends on all this environmental thing I just mentioned earlier, right? So it may work for you. It depends on your environment. If you're a very quiet environment, you have soundproof walls and everything, that probably will work for you. But if you living in a frat house, you got a ruckus in the background all the time, then yeah, yeah, it will pick it up. Okay. And finally, who is this for? So, anyway, I think this might make most sense for console gamers, especially Xbox players, right? We it is technically designed for. So, want a desktop style microphone without a complicated setup, and also makes sense for beginner streamers, right? You on a budget, $40, you can't beat that. Okay, you know if you're a YouTuber, you beginner, student, remote workers, anyone who wants a simple plug and play mic that looks good on the desk. This is for you. Yeah, trust me. So if you're coming from a cheap headset mic, laptop mic, or controller mic, this could be a noticeable upgrade. All right. But if you already have a premium USB mic or XLR setup, it's not going to blow you away. All right, definitely. I mean, you can use that as a backup, or maybe some RGB in your life. Because normally those very serious mic does not come with RGB. Okay. All right. And so, all right, for my final verdict, um, again, it's an interesting budget mic. I'm gonna say I like the way it look. I like the boxy look. Again, it's not for everyone, and because I'm not just trying to, it's just not trying to be a PC mic. So the big selling point of this microphone is if it is its flexibility. So you can use it with Xbox, PC, Mac, PlayStation, and a variety of USB-C devices, right? Including a USB-C iPhone, right? And so you got useful features like RGB lighting, touch mute, gain control, um, audio monitoring, and a direct controller connection for Xbox. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. Noise reduction depends on your setup, your room, the distance you are from the mic, and how you connect it. But for gamers who want a cleaner looking setup and better voice quality than the basic headset mic, the BD9 is definitely worth checking out. All right. So again, guys, let me know in the comment what mic you're using right now. Are you still using a headset mic, or have you upgraded to a dedicated desk microphone like this one? If this video helped you out, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.